Good afternoon, Big Blue Nation. This is Lee with That Kentucky Basketball Chick coming to you on a rainy but now sunny Thursday afternoon. It is September 25th, 2025, and we got a game this weekend. Hallelujah! The Kentucky Wildcats football team is off of their bye week, and we will travel to South Carolina to play the Gamecocks. So let's watch out. We'll hear a bunch of sandstorm and see a bunch of white towels, but I'm feeling pretty good about this one, y'all. I'm feeling pretty good. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But before we get into the game and what Kentucky's chances are, we've got to have, our cold, crisp Dr. Pepper. Can't start a show without it. So good. So refreshing. It's my drink of choice. Honestly, it really is. That's what I drink on a daily basis. So Dr. Pepper, if you hear this, would love some love from y'all. Would love it. Anyway, so let's get into it. So we go down to South Carolina on Saturday. We actually have a night game in South Carolina, and lo and behold, Stoops has named Cutter Boley as the quarterback for the Kentucky Wildcats. I think that was a smart move. I honestly think if he would have said we're going back to Calzada, I think the fan base might riot. I wholeheartedly believe that. And that's unfortunate because we paid a lot of money for Calzada. We're hoping that, his experience and how much of a veteran college football player he is would lead us to, kind of a better start. And unfortunately, that has not been the case. He is injured. So I almost believe that if he wasn't injured, we'd still be playing him, but don't know. Can't play in the game of what ifs. That's everything in life that I've learned. You cannot play in the game of what ifs. And because you just can't. There's no way of knowing. So let's move forward. I think Kentucky has a really, really good chance to beat South Carolina this weekend. They've got some key players that are out. But even then, I think we have a good chance. I mean, they had a complete collapse under Vandy. Unless Vandy is an actual, contender here, that just shows that, this may be Kentucky's game. On the flip side, it has to be Kentucky's game, I think. If we do not beat South Carolina, we're going to have to steal a really hard one. And I don't know. I have no idea where that might be. I hate to say Texas may not be as good as we thought they were going to be, considering Arch Manning's kind of, I don't want to say he's crumbled under pressure, but he's got a lot of pressure on him, and it's really heartbreaking to watch because he's just a kid. But Georgia's going to be hard. Alabama, do we even play Alabama? That's hilarious that I even said that. Let me bring up their schedule. Got my trusty phone here. So we play Georgia, not this week, on the 4th, on October 4th. That is going to be a hard game. We almost beat Georgia last year. I want to remind everybody, if that one touchdown had not had an overturned flag, we would have won. We play Texas. They're ranked. They're a top 10 team right now. Tennessee's going to be hard. Auburn, we could win. Florida, we should win. Florida's not good at all. Tennessee Tech, we should win. Vanderbilt, we should win. And Louisville's going to be hard. We need to win against Louisville. That's way in advance. So, I mean, the teams that I think will have hard times with are Georgia, Texas, and Tennessee, and possibly Louisville and Vanderbilt, because Vanderbilt's ranked. They're a top 20 team. I can't believe it. Cannot believe it. It's great. Good for Vandy. I love it. I love it. Just makes our conference stronger, honestly. But I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. We have won. Our record's 2-1, and we need to beat this South Carolina game. We need to win. We need to beat them. The game starts at 7:45 Eastern Time, 6:45 Central Time. I'm on Central Time. We actually have a family event, and I have said I hope the game's on. So, so I hopefully will be watching, whether in the living room of my husband's family or on my phone, because you just got to. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. They're gonna have, like, I think, a bonfire, try to have a bonfire depending on weather and stuff like that. So it'll still be fun. It's fall, y'all. It's fall. It's finally fall. But it's gonna be exciting. Do we have any basketball news? Let's kind of segue to basketball a little bit, since we've talked. We didn't have a game to really talk about for football, but for basketball, I saw Jimmy Dykes was at Rupp during one of the practices yesterday, and yeah, the guys are there. They have started their practice. They can now practice 20 hours a week. And from what I've seen, I think we're going to be pretty good. Another news. Let's talk about another program's news. Bruce Pearl has retired from Auburn University's head coach. I was shocked. I was not shocked that he was retiring. I knew it was coming at some point, because of what he wanted to do. He wanted to be in politics. He wanted to do Senate run. I'm just shocked at the timing. 6 weeks, y'all, before the new season starts. And it's a little fishy to me. You really think about it. They're in the middle of a semester. Usually when you know this is happening, you do it in enough time where, one, the university can do a coaching search, and two, the players on that team can make a decision on whether they want to transfer or not. How this was done this time is just interesting and a little suspicious to me. It's the end of September, 6 weeks before the new season starts. You're in the middle of a semester, and they handed off the role of head coach to Stephen Pearl, which is Bruce Pearl's son, which he's been there from the beginning. I'm not saying he'll do a bad job. It'll just be an interesting play. The portal opens up for those players at Auburn for 30 days. What are the logistics to that? Can they even transfer at this point? They're in the middle of a semester. Can they? So you kind of got in these like Tahid Pettifer, those guys really kind of in a pickle. And then you weren't really able to do a really big national coaching search, which I think the keys to the kingdom were going to be handed off to Stephen Pearl no matter what. But it's just interesting. Kind of makes me think if that's the reason Chad Baker Mazzaro transferred to USC at the end of the last year, if he knew that Pearl was on his way out. Just interesting. Interesting. It'll be interesting to see how their program, keeps going. They were a Final Four team last year. Bruce Pearl has taken them to the SEC tournament. They won the Maui Invitational last year. I thought they were going to win the national championship. I honestly did. So I couldn't believe he was so close to getting that trophy, getting that title, and now he's not. He did say he's going to be an ambassador for Auburn. I don't really know what that means. So if you know what that means, please let me know. But it'll be interesting to see how Auburn moves forward. I think we go down there this year. I think we go to Auburn, but in basketball. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. I will say I will miss seeing Bruce Pearl coach. I liked playing against Bruce Pearl. I liked how um, passionate he was when he coached. I thought you just never knew what he was going to do. It was entertaining. It's kind of like Dan Hurley, Calipari, Patino, all of them. So I will miss that. I will miss seeing him on the sideline. But I think we'll see. I will see how it plays out this year. It'll be interesting. They did give his son a 5-year deal, which was pretty amazing in my opinion, because I don't think he's been a head coach. He's been an assistant coach, but he has been there since the beginning. So it's not like they're having to complete, the staff is probably going to stay. You know, it's not like it's a complete, you know, blank slate of everything, kind of, and not like when Pope arrived. But we'll see. But that's pretty much what I had to talk about. We don't have much basketball news. We do have a game Saturday. I will be wearing my Kentucky gear. Be watching College Game Day. They are going to the Penn State Oregon game, and then so you gotta look out for Peter, the dog. Like besides all the other stuff, I love seeing that dog. That dog's the greatest. He needs to be on the bus. I saw a video that said your bus looks great, but you're missing one thing, and that's Peter. And Peter is Game Day. I equate Game Day with Peter Herbstreit. So ESPN, y'all gotta do something about that. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's get another big win on Saturday, and let's just prove all these people wrong. So until then, let's go Cats.